Coming at you live from Port Alisair, this is Cypher's Retro Gaming News, tonight's top stories, with your host, the one and only Cypher.
Well, thank you, Bob. Welcome back to Retro News and Beyond. I am Cypher, your host, so let's get right into this. Anbernic's RG34XXSP has the rumor mill brewing, as there's a new leak that claims the new clamshell device will feature a 3.4-inch IPS display with a resolution of 720 by 480, making it that perfect 3:2 aspect ratio for Game Boy Advance games. This configuration allows for a 3x integer scaling of Game Boy Advance games, offering a pixel-perfect experience. The clamshell design is expected to be more pocket-friendly, addressing some of the criticisms of its older brother, the RG35XXSP's larger size. The device may include a unique LED logo on the top of the shell for added visual appeal. I for one hope that is not the case, as I lean more toward minimalistic designs rather than announcing brand loyalty every time I open up a device in public. Unlike the previous models that utilize the all-winner H700 chipset, the new RG34XXSP is anticipated to incorporate a more powerful system-on-chip. Speculation suggests that the new chipset's performance will fall between that of the Rockchip RK3566 and the Unisoc T618. Potential candidates include the MediaTek Helio P65, which features a combination of the Cortex A75 and the Cortex A55 cores, along with a Mali G52 MP2 GPU. Jesus Christ. Additional features for this supposed device is expected to support dual boot functionality with Linux and Android operating systems. Connectivity options may include Wi-Fi and Bluetooth 4.2, along with HDMI output for TV connectivity. The information about this new device originates from a leaked conversation on Reddit, allegedly involving Anbernic's chief engineer Max Zhao. In this conversation, Zhao mentions plans to release a device that addresses the 35XXSP's problems by offering improved performance and design. As of now, Anbernic has not officially confirmed the existence or release date of the RG34XXSP. However, given the company's history of rapid product development and the appearance of near final prototypes, an official announcement could be on the near horizon. Next up is BK Nostalgia 64, a mod for Banjo-Kazooie, releases this month, offering fans a fresh take on the beloved classic. Early access begins May 7th. The game features a whole new adventure that combines tons of winks and nods of other beloved N64 titles, and seems to be a love letter to all retro enthusiasts who want to revisit the good old N64 days. For more information, the link is in the description, and the game is set to be released publicly on May 17th. The modders have crafted all new worlds, puzzles, and that sweet Rare era charm. Speaking of N64, the Analog 3D, the N64 FPGA-based system is once again delayed, now expected to ship in July 2025, which must have many fans disappointed, as all pre-orders for this new system are out of stock. Only if there was another way to experience N64 in those higher resolutions from the comfort of your couch. Yeah, if only. Next up, Sega just opened up their first permanent store in Shanghai, offering a range of retro and modern gaming merchandise, because if there's one thing we need in 2025, it's another way to not get into the good old retro action outside of this country. Still, it's nice to see Sega doubling down on nostalgia. Now, some sad news, good old Donny Boy continues to find ways to make retro gaming even more expensive, as 8-Bit Do, the controller company, are now pausing shipments to the US. Their statement basically says, "Sorry America, your retro gaming addiction now costs double. They'll ship what little stock they have left in their US warehouse, but after that, be prepared to take out that second mortgage." And next up, a nice I told you so moment. Microsoft announced significant price increases across its Xbox product line, including consoles, accessories, and get this, first-party games. Notably, upcoming first-party titles will see their prices rise from $69.99 to $80. Why does this sound familiar? In addition to software, hardware prices are also affected, as the Xbox Series X will now retail for $600 in the US, which is a $100 increase from its previous price. The Xbox Series S sees a $79.99 hike, bringing its price to $379. Accessories such as controllers and headsets are experiencing similar price adjustments. Microsoft attributes these price increases due to rising manufacturing and development costs, compounded by recent US tariffs impacting supply chains from countries like China, Japan, and Vietnam. These tariffs have introduced additional financial strain, prompting companies to reassess their pricing strategies, or as I like to put it, CEOs making sure their coffers are nice and lined. And one might ask themselves, is this just pure coincidence, or did Microsoft CEOs cleverly wait to see how consumers reacted to Nintendo's price hikes, and then plan accordingly? And how will consumers react? Well, considering pre-orders disappeared quicker than your paycheck during a Steam sale, I think Microsoft will be just fine. Speaking of Steam sales, maybe now's a good time to invest in a good PC, because it's May, and that means free Star Wars games. Make sure, if you're an Amazon Prime member, to head over to Prime Gaming and collect all the free games, which includes LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga and Star Wars Galactic Battleground Saga, among an assortment of other games that you can add to your never-ending pile in your backlog. Additionally, if you have an Epic account, which you should at this point as it's completely free, Star Wars Outlaws has a free demo, which was probably released to help their poor sales. Additionally, Wuthering Waves is also free on Steam right now. Might as well grab that while you're at it. It's an open-world action RPG adventure that features a post-apocalyptic open world, fast-paced stylish combat, and again, it's free. Lastly, if you want to add another game on your new Android-based system, Epic Games is giving away a relaxing space shooter called Super Space Club. Next up, some very concerning news with Winlator. There was a malware incident, and here's what you need to know. In a significant development for the retro gaming community, the popular Android-based Windows emulator Winlator has encountered a serious security issue. Reports have emerged that a Trojan virus named Floxif was discovered within the emulator's environment, specifically in the test-d3d.exe file. This file is part of Winlator's Direct3D emulation environment and is used to run Windows applications on Android devices. The Floxif virus is known to infect executable.exe files and can act as a backdoor for other malicious software. In the context of Winlator, the virus was found to infect .exe files within the emulator's container, potentially compromising any Windows applications run through it. However, it's important to note that the virus does not affect the Android system itself. Its impact is confined to the Windows emulation environment within Winlator. The discovery of the virus led to significant backlash from the community. Users expressed concerns over the security of their devices and the integrity of the emulator. In response to the controversy and the personal attacks he received, Winlator's developer Bruno SX announced a pause in the emulator's development. He emphasized that the inclusion of the virus was unintentional and likely resulted from an infected development environment. Bruno SX has since released a hotfix for version 10.0 of Winlator, which includes recompiled internal programs to address the issue. For users who have utilized Winlator, it's recommended to delete any created containers within the emulator to eliminate the virus. If any .exe files were transferred from Winlator to a Windows PC, it's advisable to run a comprehensive antivirus scan using tools like Windows Defender or Malwarebytes to ensure the system's security. As the situation develops, users are encouraged to stay informed through official channels and exercise caution when using emulation software. I don't know about you, but if this was me and I was using Winlator, I would just do a clean wipe of my entire system and start fresh. Additionally, just know, even though you might not have an antivirus program on your computer, any files that you download off the web, you can always upload it to Jotty's Malware Scan or Virus Total, adding that extra layer of precaution. And finally, some more Switch 2 news, as Nintendo confirms your new Switch 2 will not be compatible with the original Switch dock. The new dock comes with a built-in fan to keep the console cool, which kinda makes sense why they designed it to not be compatible with the original dock, or is it? Additionally, Nintendo confirms that playing games in 4K will have a locked-off frame rate of 60 frames per second. In order to make use of that 120Hz feature, you're gonna have to bump down in resolution. resolution. Regardless, this doesn't seem to bother the consumer because the Switch 2 is pretty much out of stock wherever you might try and get your pre-order, so I guess thank you to the next wave of beta testers. And that does it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and like always, I'll see you in the next one.